So here engineering data and geometry steps are completed successfully. Next we are going for the next step, that is model. Double click on the model. So here in this step we are going to apply the meshing and boundary conditions. Okay, so here you can see only the line body. Okay, so at this point, that is in this direction, we need to apply the force, and at this point we need to apply the fixed support. Okay, so first we'll go with step-by-step process. So in the geometry you can see the line body. So for this line body we need to assign the material. So below there are some options like graphic properties, definition and material. So in the material you are going to assign the material. Here the structural steel is already selected, okay, because it is having only one steel material in the library, so only structural steel material is added here. Next is meshing. Okay, so how to generate the mesh? Just click on the mesh, right click and generate mesh. So it will automatically mesh to the selected object. Okay, so this is how the material is assigned, the mesh is assigned to the object like this. Okay, so defaultly the element size was taken for this. If you want you can change the element size also. Okay, suppose I am changing the element size like 10 mm. Okay, when you change the element size again we need to generate the mesh. So click on mesh, right click, generate mesh. So like this the mesh is generated. So previously there will be some huge gap from mesh line to the mesh line to the line other line, but now the mesh size was reduced. So as per the sizes the material, that is mesh size, will be increased or decreased like this. Okay, so when you giving the more and more mesh sizes, or you can give the fine mesh, you are going to get the accurate results. Okay, so in sizing there is another option like span, angle, center. Here there will be three options, that is coarse, medium, fine. When you go for the fine mesh you are going to get the accurate and fine results. Okay, so I selected the fine option. Again I am going to generate the mesh. Okay, so like this you are going to get the mesh. As it is of same like it is of same cross section, you cannot see any change, but when you see of different sizes, that is of different shapes, you can change the mesh clearly. So like this the mesh was done for this model. So next we are going to apply the boundary conditions. So to apply the boundary conditions, go to static structural. Okay, so what are the boundary conditions here as per the problem given? The boundary conditions for these are, that is input conditions, like if we should apply the fixed support on the left side and it apply the force of 10,000 newtons on this direction. Okay, so we need to select, that is right click, insert. So from this option we are going to apply the fixed support, and as well as we are going to apply the force. Okay, so fixed support, how to apply the fixed support? So at this point, that is at this node point, we need to apply the fixed support, and at this corner point we are going to apply the force. So in the geometry option select this option, and at top of this menu bar there are 4 boxes. So first is vertex, next is edge, next is face, next is body. Okay, so select the vertex point. So select this point, so select this option and select this point. So thus this point is selected for the fixed support. Okay, and click on apply. Next is coming to force. So similarly select the force, click on the geometry, and again select the node point, that is vertex point, and select this point here. Okay, just zoom out and you can see the point here. So at this point we are going to apply the force and click on apply. Okay, so in which direction you are going to apply the force? So just keep the uh, arrow like this, that is keep the axis in a particular position so that you can select the point. Okay, So in this direction, so this is a fixed support, in this direction we are going to apply. So this direction is positive x-axis. Okay, so we need to we are going to giving the forces as per the components. So defined by, there is an option like defined by in the definition. So select that and click on the components. Now give the value. So what is the value in this direction? That is 10,000. As it is of positive direction, I am giving the value as 10,000 newtons. So force is applied in this direction. Okay, so we have applied the boundary conditions. Next we are going to solve the solution. Okay, so what the solution we need to find out? We need to find out the deformation and stresses. So click on solution, right click, insert deformation, that is total deformation, and as well as we need to find out the stress. Again click on insert, go to beam tool and select the beam tool. Here you can find out the direct stress, minimum combined stress, maximum combined stress. So from this we are going to find out the deformation and stresses values. Okay, so just we are given this option to find out. Now we are going to solve. So again go click on solution, right click and solve the problem. Okay, as per the load conditions and meshing, the overall progress will be completed, and after that you are going to check the results. So it will may take time as per your requirements, as per your inputs and meshing conditions. Okay, so the solution is done. When you get the green tick mark, the solution was corrected. Okay, so click on the total deformation. So here you can see a total deformation in different colors. So this blue color, dark blue color, indicates it is of minimum, and as per the range is increasing, and you can see the maximum value at this region. Okay, and the value for the maximum deformation is 0.012742 and the units are in mm. So this is the total deformation. Next is direct stress, minimum combined stress and maximum combined stress. So all these are same, and the value we are getting it as minimum and maximum value will be of same, and the value is 5.0969 megapascal. So this is the stress we are going to getting in this. Okay, so total deformation is 0.012 and the stress is 5.0969 megapascals. So this is the solution we have generated for this problem. Okay, now we are going to compare these results with the analytical solution. Okay, so in this analytical solution we have got the stress value as 5.095. Okay, and in the software you have got the value as 5.096. So approximately you have got the stress value as same. And next coming to deformation, so deformation is 0.012 and in the software we have got the deformation as 0.012 mm. Okay, so we have got the same values in numerical and analytical methods. So from this we have concluded that the mathematical and the software values are approximately same for will be every problem. Okay, so we have done this problem in ANSYS Workbench. Okay, next how to save this file we'll see now. So go to project schematic, go to file, click on save as. Okay, click on save as, select a particular folder where you want to go to file, click on save as. So select the folder where you want to save this file. So I am selecting the folder. Okay, now give the file name as 1D pipe problem. Okay, and click on save. So the save type will be of .wppj, that is workbench project, and click on save. The complete steps, so the what are the steps we are done up to now, those complete steps will be saved in this workbench module. Okay, so all the steps are got the green tick marks, means you are done the perfectly done. Okay, so this is how a problem in the workbench can be done in structural analysis, static structural analysis. Okay, and we will discuss about some more problems in the further classes. Thank you.